Hi everybody, welcome to our yoga at home class. My name is Albert Garcia for those who's the first time that joined today. And today we're going to be focusing on our core as well as our legs. How do we really keep that strong foundation and that strong posture to keep ourselves aligned through everyday life? I would suggest that you have with you a block. If you don't have a yoga block, you can have a chair next to you, or perhaps you want to have something that's a little bit stronger that can help you keep your balance in case you need it. Most important, if you have any injuries, if you have any pains, make sure to take care of your body. There is no need to push too far, so always see how you can go. And if you need, you can always adjust yourself, maybe take a moment to rest, into a child pose, or just take a moment to stand, take a deep breath, and join whenever you're ready. We're gonna get ready to start. I always start seated on a block, but you can also start seated onto your heels, or if you feel comfortable, just cross-legged down onto your mat. Wherever you are, making sure that you can relax your hips. If you feel that your knees are coming up and you're rounding your back, that will mean that you need a little bit more support. So perhaps lift yourself a little bit higher. And once you find your seat, allow yourself to gently close your eyes. And take a moment to feel your body. Notice any sensations that you can capture from your surroundings. That might be if there is a smell, maybe you have a taste in your mouth. Perhaps you can feel the temperature of the room through your skin. Notice the sensations of your clothes. In some places it might feel tighter, in some places perhaps looser. And gently bring the attention a little bit deeper into the body. See if you can visualize the distance between the seat bones and the crown of the head. Imagine that there is a string going all the way up through your spine. But from the crown of the head, lift him a little bit higher up towards the sky, helping you to have a little bit more space. With your exhales, allow the little muscles of the face to soften. Relax your jaw, your neck. Allow your collarbones to gently open and the shoulder blades to melt down the back. All together, we're going to bring one hand onto the heart and one hand onto the belly. And take a moment to feel the warmth of your hands. And see if you can connect to the movement of your breath. All together, bringing an intention for the practice. You might want to dedicate the practice to yourself, to something about yourself. Maybe you want to dedicate your practice to someone else. Send energy to whoever it needs. Once you have chosen your intention, give it a beautiful smile. And smile to yourself. Smile to your body, to this moment. And all together, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Deep inhale through the nose. And big exhale through the mouth. One last time. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Slowly opening the eyes. Inhaling, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, interlace the fingers and press the palms up high. Lift the shoulders towards the ears. Inhaling, releasing down. And exhaling, press everything out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale out. Slowly from here, lower the left hand down towards the mat and reaching the right fingertips a little bit further to the left. Notice if your right sit bone is rounded down to the mat, to lengthen that distance between your hip and your right fingers. Maybe you want to look a little bit down and up to gently warm up your neck. And slowly inhaling, coming back to the center, lower the right hand down to the mat, reach with the left fingertips a little bit further. If you feel that you need more space, walk the right hand a little bit further out and check if there is any difference between the right and the left side of the body. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, giving ourselves a little stretch to the back, reach the hands towards the front. Allow yourself to sink here for a moment. With your inhales, imagine that your upper body is like a big balloon. You want to try to expand all the way out. And exhaling, release a little bit deeper. Gently walk the hands towards the right side, giving yourself a big stretch to the left side, a little bit deeper. Try to keep both sit bones reaching down towards the mat. And slowly walking the hands back to the center and all the way towards the left side, giving a big stretch to the right side of the rib cage. You might also feel a little bit towards your lower back. See if you can direct your breath towards the places of tension. And slowly walking back towards the center and bring the hands towards the hips to help you bring the spine up. Hands go towards the shoulders, inhaling the elbows up, our last little warm up. Exhaling, lower the elbows down and creating bigger circles, inhaling the elbows to the front and up. Exhaling, release the shoulder blades down. One more time, inhaling up. Exhaling gently down, give yourself a little impulse, passing onto the hands and knees. If you have any blocks underneath your body, move them to the side. And bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Tuck your toes and gently start rocking a little bit back and forth. Giving a gentle warm up to your wrists. Preparing to build that foundation for our planks. And check how far you want to go. And making sure that you're really grounding all your fingertips, palms and corners of the palms onto the mat. And coming back to the center and gently start making circles towards the right side. And be careful how much pressure you give onto your wrists. And we're going to change direction, making circles towards the left. And coming back to the center from here, creating one long line from the sit bones to the crown of the head. Keep your toes tucked. Press the hands into the mat. The space between the shoulders lifts a little bit higher towards the sky. And see if you can lift your knees off the mat. Just one finger. Hovering here. Keep the navel in. If you want to go further, maybe you want to bring the nose towards your belly. Rounding a little bit further your upper back. One more breath. And slowly release the knees down. Let the belly drop. Inhaling, looking up for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone. Bring the navel in for a big cat. Let the belly drop. Inhaling, looking up for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone for a big cat. One last time. Inhaling up. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone round the spine for a big cat. Come back to the center, bring the sit bones back and up for the first downward dog of your practice. Gently give yourself a little walk here. Maybe you want to adjust your hands. Explore how your body is feeling today. Maybe you want to bend a little bit more your knees. Perhaps making gentle movements with your head. And slowly start walking the feet towards the hands, one bit at a time. Placing the toes behind the wrist, bend your knees, take hold of the opposite elbows, and give yourself a little swing side to side. Allow the weight of your body and gravity to help you lengthen the space between each vertebrae. And bend the knees a little bit deeper. And release your arms to gently start rolling up the spine, one bone at a time. Without any rush, feel how you're grounding from your feet. Inhaling, lifting the arms up high. And exhaling, reach towards the front. And releasing, fold forward one more time. Bend your knees, rolling the spine up, one bone at a time. Slowly warming up all the muscles of the back, reaching up high. One last time, reach over the front to release, fold forward. Inhaling, bend the knees out the tailbone, slowly rolling all the way up high. You're going to bring the arms up and directly lower the sit bones back. Bend your knees for a chair pose. You can keep the feet hip distance apart. And here, see if you are letting the belly drop, or if you can tuck the tailbone a little bit more and lengthen a little bit further all your spine. Imagine you're holding a block between your hands. See if you can lower a little bit deeper your sit bones. One more breath. And exhaling, lower the hands down to the mat. Leave the sit bones to the sky. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Maybe come up to your fingertips or hands to the shins. And exhaling, stepping, we're going to meet back onto a plank. Hold this plank for a moment. One deep breath here. And exhaling, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin, and tuck your toes, rotate the shoulders. Inhaling for a low cobra. In this low cobra, press the top of your feet into the mat. Try to lift your knees and squeeze a little bit more your glutes so that you're pressing the hips towards the ground. See if you can squeeze the elbows towards each other. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, tuck your toes. Inhaling, bring the sit bones back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale out. All together, inhaling, lift the right toes up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. Stay here into that high plank. Taking a deeper inhale. As at the right foot between the hands, lower the left knee down to the mat. Reaching the arms up high. And exhaling, lower the hands onto your right thigh. Rotate the shoulders back. Taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, allow the hips to drop a little bit deeper. One more breath. And a little bit further down, we're going to bring the left hand outside of your right knee, reaching with the right arm up towards the sky, and slowly twisting a little bit further towards the back. See if you can follow your right hand. Still, your hips are releasing down. Your belly is engaged. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to a plank. Taking a deep inhale, exhaling, lower chaturanga. Inhaling for our first upward dog, open your collarbones. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Directly with the left foot up, reaching up high. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose, staying here into a high plank. One more breath. And stepping the left foot between the hands, lower the right knee down. Inhaling the arms up. And first, exhaling the hands onto your left thigh. Try to keep the shoulders above your hips. Taking a deeper inhale. And exhaling, releasing a little bit further down. One more breath. And a little bit further down. You're going to bring the right hand outside of the left knee. Reach with the left arm up. And gently rotate the left hand towards the back. Follow the left hand with your thigh. Notice here what's happening through your core. So if you can imagine lifting even higher. With every exhale, twisting a little bit further back. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to plank, taking a deep inhale, exhaling, lower chaturanga, inhaling up, and exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking 3 long breaths here. Take a moment to check your legs, see if you can keep feet hip distance apart. If you notice that the lower back is rounding or that there is too much pressure to the back of the legs, you could bend your knees. Try to reach with the sit bones higher up towards the sky. One more breath. Now on your next inhale, bend the knees between the hands, step or jump to the front, and exhaling, fall forward. Inhaling, lifting all the way up towards the sky. Exhaling, Samasthiti, going one more time. This time, feet together, heels a little bit apart. Bend your knees, coming onto that Utkatasana, chair pose. You're going to hold here for a few more breaths. So try not to arch your back. You want to try to tug the tailbone and lengthen all our spine. Imagine you're holding a block between your hands. One more breath. And exhaling, fall forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Directly reaching with the right nose up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. Stay here into a high plank. Taking a deeper inhale. And exhaling, pass the right foot under, across towards the left side. See if you can lower the left foot down, flat onto the ground, and open the left arm up for this starfish plank. Give yourself a little lift from your hips, the navel is engaged. Make sure that you are pressing with all your fingertips, especially the inside of your hand. And slowly lower the left hand down. Inhaling, bring the right knee back towards your nose. And set the right foot between the hands. Keep your left knee up, the left leg straight. Inhaling up for a crescent lunge. In this crescent lunge, make sure that your right knee is not falling in or out. If you need, move it a little bit more in front of your right hip. Keep the arms above your shoulders if that's comfortable. One more breath. Perhaps you can lower a little bit deeper down. You're going to bring the hands in front of the heart. Try to keep a little pressure between your hands. That helps to open up and engage your chest and upper back. And slowly tilt yourself towards the front. You're going to take a deeper inhale and swing the weight towards the front foot. And lift the left heel up for a warrior three. We are going to gently lower. Just doing this action 2 more times. Lower the left foot back and slowly come up. And slowly release over the front. Imagine that you're reaching from the crown of the head. And slowly pass the weight over the right foot and lift the left heel up. Lowering the left foot down one last time. Inhaling. And slowly passing the weight towards the front. Reaching even further, lifting up, and now this time, you might choose to keep the right knee bent. Perhaps you want to lengthen the right knee, coming into a full warrior three. You should really feel your right leg working, your right glute. One more breath. And slowly lower the left foot back. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to a plank. Taking a deep inhale. And exhaling, lower chaturanga. Inhaling upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale. And maybe a big exhale through your mouth. Gonna go to the other side. Reach with the left toes up. Deeper inhale. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose. Stay here for one breath. Deep inhale. And so we're going to pass the left foot under, across towards the right side, lower the right heel down, until you can open the right arm up towards the sky. In this twisted plank, reach even further, feel the work through your left arm. One more breath. And slowly lower the right hand down to the mat, inhaling, bring the left knee up towards your nose. Step the left foot between the hands, keeping the right knee up. Hands in front of the heart. Reach the arms up high. Staying for a moment in this crescent lunge. See if you can really build that base. Lowering a little bit deeper, trying to keep the left knee on top of your left ankle. One more breath. And lowering the hands in front of your heart. Press a little bit the hands towards each other. And gently tilt the crown of the head towards the front. Slowly swinging the weight towards your left foot and lift the right heel up. And gently, with control, coming back into that crescent lunge. Lower the right toes back. Lifting up. And slowly, one more time. If you wiggle, that's totally fine. If you need support with your block or the chair, that's also fine. Lower the right toes down, one last time. Reach towards the front, inhaling, swing the weight, and see if you can maybe lift and lengthen the left leg. Try to keep the hips equally level towards the ground. One more breath. And slowly bend the left knee, lower the right toes down. Inhaling, reaching with the arms up. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to a plank. Taking a deep inhale and exhaling to lower chaturanga. Inhaling upward dog and exhaling downward facing dog. All together, taking a deep inhale and a big exhale out. Gently bend the knees, look between the hands, either step or jump to the front, and exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, lifting all the way up towards the sky. Exhaling, Samasthiti position. Take a moment here, rotate the shoulders down the back, close your eyes. Inhaling, lifting the shoulders up. Exhaling, let them drop. 2 more times, inhaling, lift. Exhale out. 1 last time. And exhaling, drop. Reach with the arms up towards the sky. Imagine you're holding a block between your hands, taking a deeper inhale. And hands slowly lowering the upper body towards the left side. Here, make sure that you are not falling to the front or opening too far. Giving yourself, imagine you have a wall in front and a wall behind you. And you want to really lower sideways. Engaging all that right side of the body. 1 more breath. And slowly coming back to the center, reaching towards the right side. Imagine that you're growing taller first. And gently release. Your belly is engaged. 1 more breath. And inhaling, coming back to the center. Lower the hands down, Samastiti position. Keeping the toes together, heels a little bit apart. Bend your knees towards each other. Coming into Utkatasana or chair pose. And directly bring the right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands in front of the heart. And here try not to let your elbows fall. But the left elbow is reaching up towards the sky. Right elbow down towards the mat. That pressure between your hands helps you to open a little bit more your upper body. Make sure that your knees are not twisting or falling. 1 more breath. And inhaling, bring the hands back up to the center. Lower a little bit deeper if that's possible and bring the left elbow outside of the right knee. Hands in front of the heart. Opening the right elbow towards the sky, left elbow towards the ground. You should really feel your legs. 1 more breath. And gently inhaling, coming back to the center. Exhaling, fold forward, lengthen your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhaling, step or turn back. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale. And a big exhale out. All together, reach with the left toes up towards the sky. And slowly exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose. 1 more breath here. Deep inhale. And exhaling out. Inhaling, pressing the left toes back. And exhaling, lower the left foot down to the mat. Going with the right. Inhaling the right toes up. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. Coming into the high plank. 1 more deep inhale. And this time we're going to step the right foot between the hands, lower the left heel down to the mat, parallel to the short side. Rotate the arms and building that warrior two. Rotate the shoulders above your hips, expand the arms to the front and back, opposite directions. Build that warrior two. Take a moment to center yourself. 1 more breath. And slowly lengthening the right knee up. And gently release the left hand back, opening for a reverse triangle. 1 more breath here. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. Reach with the right toes towards the front. And exhaling, opening for Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale, if you feel any pain on your right knee, you can give it a little bend. Maybe hand onto your shin. Or if you wish, take that block or use a chair to give yourself a little bit more support. See if you can think about lifting a little bit more your upper body. That's going to help you engage the sides of your core. And gently inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. Exhaling, reverse the triangle. Inhaling, center, closing the right toes to look towards the left toes. Bring the hands to your hips. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling, opening the chest. And exhaling, fold forward. Taking a deeper inhale. And a bigger exhale out. Notice where your weight is. In this Prasarita, we want to try to bring the weight towards the toes. Lengthen the back of the legs. If you feel that this is too much, you could always bend a little bit your knees. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. Gonna open the toes towards the outside corners of the mat. Bend your knees, coming into a goddess position. If your knees are falling inwards, that means that you are too far open. Close your feet a little bit more and try to open as well your hips. Reach the arms into a cactus position or a 90-degree angle. And with every exhale, try to release a little bit further. One more breath, tucking the tailbone under, engaging your core. Lower a little bit further down. Inhaling, lengthening your legs, lengthen the arms towards the outside corners of the room. And see if you can lift your heels off the mat. Keep the weight towards your big toes so that you're really engaging and firming your ankles. One more breath. And slowly lower the heels down, bringing all the way towards the left foot, your back foot. Bring the hands down to the mat. Lengthen the right leg, flex the right foot. It might be that some of you, the left heel stays up. That's totally fine. Or perhaps you can lower the left heel down to the mat. What's important here is that we don't round our back, but we try to still lengthen from the crown of the head. Create that long line. One more breath. And gently from here, we're going to transfer the weight towards the front foot, towards the right foot. The toes are pointing to the front. Bring the right hand a little bit further. And see if you can give yourself a little hop and open into a half moon. If you feel that this is too much, maybe you want to take a block. Place it underneath your right hand. Maybe bend a little bit more your right knee. The left hand is reaching up towards the sky above your left shoulder. That really helps to lift a little bit further up. And with control, we're going to lower the left toes down, back into the mat. See if you can inhale and build that warrior two. And exhale, reverse the warrior. Our last here, inhaling center. Bring the right elbow on top of your right thigh. Reach with the left hand all the way towards the front, creating Partha Konasana, side angle. Try to rotate the left shoulder away from your ear, giving you a little bit more length through the spine. One more breath. And slowly lower the left hand down to the mat. Close your hips, bring the right hand down. Inhale, stepping back to a plank. If you want, lift the right toes up. And we're going to lower this plank in the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the whole body down into the mat. Untap your toes, rotate the shoulders. Inhaling for a low cobra. In this low cobra, again, try to press the feet into the mat, engage your glutes. If you want to go further, maybe you want to lift the hands off the mat, but still squeezing the elbows towards each other and lengthening the neck. One more breath. And slowly releasing down, tuck your toes. Inhaling, pressing the hips back. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deeper inhale. And a deeper exhale out. All together, bend the knees in between the hands. Either step or jump towards the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, lifting all the way up high. Exhaling, Samastiti position, going all this sequence to the other side. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. In this chair pose, again, make sure that your knees are not falling to the side. You're going to start bringing the left elbow outside of the right knee, hands in front of the heart. And see if you can open a little bit further, right elbow pointing towards the sky, left elbow towards the ground. One more breath. On the next inhale, bring the arms up towards the center. Exhale, bring the right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands in front of the heart. And notice if your sit bones are lifting up or if you can maybe lower a little bit further down. Really engage your legs. One more breath. Inhaling, coming back to the center. And exhaling, directly fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, open your collarbones. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right goes up first. Exhale, bring the right towards the nose, holding here for one breath. Hold this plank, engage your core. Inhaling, pressing back. And slowly lower the right toes down, going with the left. Inhaling, the left toes up. Exhaling, bringing the left knee towards the nose and stay here for one deep breath. And this time, stepping the left foot between the hands, lower the right heel down to the mat, parallel to the short side. Inhale, open for a warrior two. In this warrior two, try not to fall towards the front. We want to try to keep the shoulders above the hips, reaching out a little bit further. And see if you can ground your legs, really pressing the back of your right foot into the mat as well. One more breath. All together, inhale, lengthening the left leg, and exhale, reverse the triangle. One more breath here. Try not to press onto your right knee. Inhaling center, reaching with the left hand towards the front. Exhaling, opening for Utthita Trikonasana. If you feel that you need support, maybe bending a little bit your left knee, hand to the shin, or perhaps the handle to a block. See if you can relax your neck. If you need extra movements, always feel free to do so. And all together, inhale, coming back to the center, and exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhaling center, closing the left toes to look towards the right toes. Bring the hands to the hips, rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Open up your chest. And exhaling, fold forward for Prasarita. This time, if you wish, bring the hands down to the mat. Perhaps you want to walk the hands a little bit further underneath your legs. What's important is to try to keep the weight towards your toes and bend a little bit your knees. Gently coming back to the center, bring the hands onto your hips. Inhaling, lengthening all the way back up and opening the toes towards the outside corners of the mat. Bend your knees, see if you can lower the hips deeper. Tuck the tailbone under, sit bones pointing down towards the mat. Hands up into a 90-degree angle. Taking one very deep inhale. And see if you can lower a little bit further down. And all together, lengthening the legs, reach with the arms towards the outside corners of the room, lifting the heels up. See if you can keep the weight towards your toes. Engage your quads, lifting even higher. And with control, slowly lower the heels down. We're going to bring the weight towards the right foot, lower the hands down to the mat. It might be that your right heel stays up. Maybe you can lower it down. Lengthen the spine. I really like to very actively flex my left foot so you're really still reaching the energy through your legs. One more breath. And slowly we're going to transfer the weight towards the left foot. Reaching all the way with the left hand. And see if you can give yourself a little hop and open for a half moon here. If you need support, maybe you want to bend a little bit your left knee. Perhaps you want to keep a little block underneath your hand. Right hand reaching up towards the sky, lifting from the sides of the body. One more breath. And gently bend the left knee and see if you can lower the right foot far back into the mat. Inhaling, lifting for this warrior two. See if you can adjust, lower deeper. Reach with the left hand towards the front. And exhale, reverse the warrior. One more breath here. Inhaling, coming up. Bring the left elbow onto the left thigh. Reach with the right arm towards the front. And then you can open up your chest. Imagine you want to bring the heart towards the sky, but still rotate the right shoulder down the back. Open a little bit further. One more breath. And gently lowering the right hand down towards the mat. Close your hips, bring the left hand down. Inhale, stepping back to a plank. Exhaling, we're going to lower in the count of 5. 4, 3, 2, all the body down to the mat and tuck your toes, rotate the shoulders, inhale for a low cobra. If you want to go further this time, maybe lift your arms up, maybe open the arms towards the outside diagonals to the front. Maybe you want to also lift your legs. Whatever you are, make sure that you're protecting your lower back by engaging your glutes. And with control, slowly lower down, tuck your toes, inhaling, pressing back, exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale, and a big exhale out. Gently from here, walking the feet towards the hands, one bit at a time. Placing the toes behind the wrist, bend your knees, then hold at the opposite elbows one more time. Give yourself a little swing if you wish. And slowly bend the knees deeper, release your arms, tuck the tailbone, and start building up the spine one bone at a time. Reaching with the arms up above your head. And exhaling, bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Rotate the shoulders back, open up your chest, and exhaling, fold forward and allow the hands to float behind your head. If you feel that this is too much for your shoulders, you could always just hold your opposite elbows, rest a little bit easier. If you need, bend a little bit your knees. And slowly release your arms, bring the hands down towards the mat. From here, inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Our last vinyasa, inhaling upward dog, open your collarbones, enjoy it here. And exhaling, downward facing dog. You can choose to maybe lower the knees and swing the legs, or maybe jump yourself to sit. We're going to meet all together with the legs towards the front, squeezing the legs towards each other, lengthening the spine. If you feel that your lower back is rounding or that you're falling backwards, you could always sit yourself onto a pillow or a block to have a little bit more space. If you don't have those, you can always bend your knees. That's going to help you to lengthen and tilt a little bit more up. Reach the arms up high, and exhaling, fold forward. Maybe you can hold the outside of your feet, maybe your ankles, maybe you want to hold your knees, whatever feels good for you today. And let your breath slowly let you sink into the posture. without pushing yourself, without forcing yourself. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, bring the hands back behind about 20 centimeters. If you don't know where that is, more or less one hand onto the hip, lower your elbow, and then we swap the elbow for the hand, and we do the same onto the other side. You can choose to keep the legs together and long, that's going to be more intense. Otherwise, separate the feet hip distance apart and bend your knees to have it a little bit easier. All together, inhaling, lift the hips up high, looking towards your toes, and see if you can lift the hips even higher. Protect your neck, don't let it drop back. One more breath. And slowly lower the hips down, bending the right knee, and gently lower the right knee down to the side. Inhaling, lifting the arms up. And exhaling, fold forward for Janu Shirshasana. If you feel this is too much, again, you can maybe bend a little bit your left knee or use your hands to keep yourself a little bit higher, lengthening the spine. All together, inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. You're going to lower the right hand down behind us, lower the elbow, and gently lift a little bit further with the left hand. Give yourself a big stretch to the left side of the body. And slowly inhaling, coming back to the center. And gently close the right knee, lower the right leg down. Going to the other side, bend the left knee, lower the left knee down. If you feel that it's too high, you can always use a block underneath to have a little bit more support. Square your hips and shoulders, inhaling the arms up, and exhaling, fold forward. Perhaps you can grab around the outside of your feet. With every exhale, slowly release deeper. Notice your breath. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. And slowly from here, we're going to lower the left hand back. Give the left elbow a release and stretching the whole right side of the body. Maybe you want to make gentle movements with your head. And slowly inhaling, coming back to the center, closing your left knee, lengthening the legs down the mat. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Our last core engagement before we're fully released. Arms parallel to your legs. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Taking a deep inhale and exhaling, tuck the tailbone under, roll until the lower back touches the mat. Now with control, on your inhale, reach with the fingertips towards the front, allowing yourself to lift up back to the center. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone and slowly rolling back until the lower back touches the mat. Inhaling, coming back to the center. We're going to release one more time. Slowly exhale, tuck the tailbone under, lower the lower back. And now staying here, taking a deeper inhale. And exhaling, release the whole body down. Bend your knees. Bring the heels behind your sit bones. See if you can hover your heels with your fingertips. And inhaling, lift the hips up towards the sky. Give yourself a moment here. If you want to go deeper, maybe interlace your fingers, walk the shoulders deeper underneath. Making sure that you can breathe, that your throat has space, neck is long, And slowly release your hands and gently roll the spine down towards the mat. We're gonna bring the right knee up towards the chest. We're gonna pass the right elbow on top of the left knee. We worked a lot our legs, especially our glutes. So see if you can give yourself a little squeeze here, holding maybe through your hamstring. Perhaps you want to go deeper. Hold over your chin. What's important in this figure four, to keep flexing your right foot, protecting the angle of your knee, and allow your back, shoulders to rest onto the mat. And slowly lowering the left foot and gently give yourself a little twist, lowering the knees toward the left side. Open the right arm out, giving yourself a little space. There is no need to push or press onto the knees. Just let them be heavy on their own weight. And slowly coming back to the center, help the knees to come back up. And we're going to switch our sides, lower the right foot. We're going to bend the left knee, bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Maybe holding underneath your hamstring, perhaps over your shin. Flex your left foot. Feel the stretch through your glute, the outside of your leg. And slowly lowering the right foot down and gently let the knees melt towards the right side of the body. Give yourself a little twist. Gently help the knees to come back to the center. And cross your legs. Releasing the legs down the mat. Maybe give them a little shake. And opening the legs about mat distance apart. Keep space between your arms and armpits. Close your eyes. Letting the body melt in this Shavasana. Notice how your breath is. And if you find any tension around your body, with every exhale, imagine that you release that tension away. I invite you to take as much time as you need in this Shavasana. Always remember to wake up gently whenever you're ready. If you have to keep going with your day, slowly start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Perhaps you want to keep the body soft, perhaps you want to give yourself a big stretch. And slowly moving towards the right side of the body. And slowly helping yourself to come back to sit. Find a comfortable seat, maybe sitting onto a block. Lengthen your spine. Take a moment to close your eyes. Allow the muscles of your face to soften, shoulders to soften. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale out. Bringing the hands in front of the heart into a prayer position. If you had an intention for your practice, bring that intention back. Give it a beautiful smile. And maybe smile to your day, to the rest of the week. Remembering that each and one of us is unique and special. Thank you for joining this class. Hope to see you soon and wishing you a lot of energy. Namaste.